the pound, the dollar, euro. The next choice would be the euro dollar. So I'm going to go here and see the euro dollar. So the first thing, again, we're going to look at the weekly chart. And even though the euro dollar looks like the Australian and looks like the Swiss, but this is actually the bigger, the weaker it is. We can see that on the chart. So I am more inclined here as the euro dollar to be a seller, but it is, the pound is definitely weaker structurally on the chart than the euro. And I do have a structural point on the euro, which is the 138.80. That's one of our structural points. So that is one of our structural points, and you can see that it has been holding here around the 138. It has been respecting it for quite some time, and once it broke below it, it capitulated. So we have closed the week at 139.74, and I have a structure point at 139.38.80, which is about 80 pips away from where we are. So we're going to keep an eye on that point. That is our structure point. It is, yes, 100 pips away, but that 100 pip, when it trades below the 138, this means we have a trend change. But we can look at the daily chart and identify a new or a closer buy entry point. If I look at the daily chart, I do have a sell signal on the euro. But this pullback towards the end of the day, like we were talking today, guys, in the class, Andrew, or the guys that were with us in the class, that push towards the end of the day has to make us a little bit careful. So in this case, we want to make sure that it continues to the downside. So in this case, we are going to go short below 139.53, and we're going to place our stop above 140.001. So, and you can also see that clearly on the intraday chart. We can go on the intraday, there's a difference of a few pips. So this is 139.53. On the intraday, because of the tick, looks 159.63, so it doesn't. So we're gonna take it actually from the safe side. We're gonna play it safe. We're gonna take it short from below 139.64. So our selling point in the dollar euro is going to be 139. It's not 139.64. 36, 139.60, 36. I'm getting tired. 139.36. This is my short entry, and if I go short below this point, we're just about 20 pips away, and we have already this big move, so I have to give it a little bit room to work down for me. So if I'm going to take it short over here, I'm going to place my stop right above this momentum low above here. So this is where I'm going to place my stop. So if I'm going to go short below 139.46 or whatever the number is, or 36, I'm going to put my stop above 139.63. So I'm risking about 30 pips on that trade. So my stop is 139.63. That's my stop on the short. And if I'm going to go long, I need to identify a price point where I can go long. And the way to look at that chart, you need to identify the structural point, and which has defined this downward move towards the end. So my structural point in this case is the 140.15. So I'm going to be buying it above the 140.15. Okay, and if I do buy it above the 140.15, I need to protect myself. So in this case, I'm buying it right here. This is what I'm going to buy. This is my buying point. I need to protect myself. So it seems that this point here is the most logical point where I can put my stop, because this is where the market has held from Friday. So this seems to be the most reasonable. Exactly, Daniel, it should be about the same. So we are going to place our stop below the 139.63. Okay, so what we are now, the structure long to the upside. Let's see what the structure long to the upside is. The next one here is the 142.16, and that's the beauty again of doing your work based on price behavior. When you identify a structure point, that structure point is there forever. It only takes a second just to look where you have the line is, and now you know where your structure point is. So it is 142.16. And as you see, it's already there. I mean, I haven't done anything, it's because it's already in as our structure long. Okay, so the plan for the euro dollar is we're going to buy the euro dollar above 140.15, and if we buy it above 140.15, we're going to place our stop below 139.63, and our structure long is 142.16. So I'm buying at 140.15, and my structure long is the 142.16, and my stop is 139.63. If I'm going to go short, I'm going to go short below 139.36, and if I do, then I'm placing my stop above 139.63, and my structural short is the 133.78 to the downside. Okay, that is the euro dollar.